I did mention in a previous video of mine that in the very near future, psychology is going to consider the mind as the second stomach. This means that information will be considered as subtle food. Just like food is labeled and broken down into micro and macronutrients, and there are the descriptions with respect to what food nourishes us in which way. Similarly, information would also be categorized as food for the mind, and our consumption of information will become far more conscious and deliberate. Since we have to pioneer this concept because it is not expressed so well in current psychology circles, I'm taking the time out today to explain the importance of reading slowly. This applies to books relating to self awareness and self improvement more than any other genre. When you eat just enough to feel satiated and so that you don't go to bed hungry. The problem with overeating is you'll either end up vomiting due to acidity or you may have diarrhea. Similarly, when you approach books on self help and self awareness as if they were a novel and you try to consume as much as possible, your thoughts get scattered in different directions. You're unable to integrate those teachings into your life, and just like you would have diarrhea if you eat too much, you won't absorb the lessons from these books on self awareness and self help if you read these books really fast. A good practice would be to have a journal with you and make notes as you read those books. And once you make notes, take note of how you're integrating those lessons into your life. We learned reading a book from cover to cover and not pausing. And the only books that we read while pausing were textbooks. So it may be a good idea to see these books on self awareness and self improvement as textbooks that we may have to approach with a bit of slowness, I would say, and caution. Books on self awareness and self improvement are here to transform your life. And if you want them to have the effect that they're intended to have, you may want to read as slow as possible and not as fast as possible.